Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at another track from my new EP, Four Perspectives, and this time it's track 2, which is titled Hollow Cells. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, there will be links in the description to this track and for the rest of the EP so you can enjoy it at your leisure. This track has slightly different origins to the others, as I started out with melodic ideas rather than kind of atmospheric ambient ones. I knew I wanted to make a piece around the generative tools in Arturia Pigment, something that I made a video on a while back, so I won't go into the sort of the details of it now. There'll be a link on the screen or in the comments or something so you can see exactly how that works. But it's a really, really cool effect. On this track it sounds a bit like this. I thought this would marry really well with another idea that I had kicking around just for a really simple motif that never changes throughout the piece but is given different meanings by the other elements. The motif I chose is this. And that's just a Pigments preset. I was going to replace it with something bespoke, but actually it worked so well, I kept it. I love the questioning quality of that opening interval. Something that's really emphasised early on in the piece before the motive kind of gets its full statement, or as full a statement as you can with 4 notes. Under that is a bass sound that gives it those kind of main changes of context that I was talking about earlier. Again, that's just a Pigments preset that I've kind of tweaked a bit, because I love a big, warm, Moog style bass. I wanted a set of ambient recordings to accompany all the musical elements in this piece, like I did for Paths and Poets, and I came across another couple of recordings that went with this piece really nicely. They're both from caves, one from a cave near Solva in Pembrokeshire, and the other, which is the one on the cover of the single, came from up in the Lake District. Both of these caves were sort of full of water and drips and things, and I loved how the semi-random kind of semi-musical sounds of these drips fitted with the semi-random generative sounds that Pigments were making. The rest of the track is fairly simple. There's a little bit of string synth to introduce the generative elements, and also a couple more rhythmic elements. A little kind of percussive white noise loop thing that I threw together in Massive. And also a kind of pulsing string synth sort of sound, which again just gives it a little bit more rhythm and momentum. And that's pretty much it for this track, as you can see. I was really happy with the way this turned out, because it's such a simple thing. There are so few elements in it, but they all fit together so perfectly. It's kind of the natural choice, I think, for a lead single, and I think it's also one of my favourite tracks on this EP. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look behind the scenes, and if you've not heard the track or the rest of the EP, there'll be links in the descriptions. See you next time for track 3, which is A Half for Cold Bones.